Hi guys, it's Connie from Elixir's Luxury Skincare, and today I'm going to be showing you a video on how to make shower steamers. Pretty easy video. It's pretty much a one-pot recipe, and I do use my KitchenAid, so I'm going to show you how easy this is right now. Basically, I took all of my dry ingredients except for citric acid. I add that at the end because by adding citric acid at the end, your batch is less likely to activate. So I've got my colorant, my baking soda, let's see, arrowroot powder, cream of tartar, it's all in there. But here's the thing, we're not gonna stop there. I'm getting ready to add some of the liquids and then we'll mix it again. And I'm gonna be including this video for you on Artisans, Soapers, and Crafters Collective. It's a group that I help co-admin, and I like to give you guys a lot of free tutorials, so that will save you time, effort, money, supplies, if you kind of have a recipe that you know works. And here's the thing too with shower steamers and bath bombs. I'm in Houston, which is probably almost one of the most humid places in the US, let's put it that way. And it's pretty humid here, and these have turned out 100% of the time. I've made about 10 batches so far. That's why I decided to share it with you. Okay, here we go. So again, in here I have all of the dry ingredients except for citric acid. Mixed them a little bit, and now I'm getting ready to add all the liquids too. And this one's gonna be a new scent. It's by Nature's Garden, which I've loved everything I've gotten from them so far. This one's called Margarita Lime, or Margarita. But it is so amazing, like a year-round smell. It's so refreshing. It smells so good. So let me add some of that. Smells so good. And then to that, I'm going to add one more liquid. It's basically menthol crystals, and I put it in alcohol, and the measurements are all on the recipe that I'm going to give you. Menthol crystals in alcohol, I put it in the microwave for 10 seconds, and then I let it sit a few minutes, and then maybe 12 seconds, and then I pull it out, and it's all dissolved, ready to go in here. Just don't inhale that stuff in. You will have some clear sinuses if you do that. And then the colors that I use today, so far, I'm going with what I like. And it's Crafter's Choice Bath Bomb colors. So that way it won't stain their shower when they use them. You can use any kind of bath-safe colorant, or you can add poly 80 to that, and that should help it as well not to stain the bathtub. So basically, here we go, all the dry ingredients, added the wet ingredients. And do know this too, whatever color you get when you start, by the time you add all your liquids, it's gonna make it darker. Some of you may know that already though. So we're gonna let it mix a little bit. And then I will add the citric acid, and then we'll give it a test, and then we'll make some shower steamers. I'll put this behind me. If you're using a KitchenAid, you know by now usually you have to stir up from the bottom. I'm just noticing a few little white clumps. Those of you that make bath bombs and steamers, you know that sometimes that's the baking soda clumping up a little bit. Sometimes it helps. I never do this, but sometimes it helps if you want to sift it. And then that will take some of the clumps out of there for you. but they're not that bad. Okay, so that's in there. Now we're gonna add the citric acid. Also, the recipe I'm gonna include, I'm gonna give you like a single batch. Let me repeat that again. I'm gonna give you like a single batch, and usually what I do though, I double it for what I need. Now we'll let this get incorporated really well, and we will start to make steamers. And then when you're putting the steamers into your pan, you can either dump it all, and that's kind of what I'm gonna do. I found it goes a little quicker, and then kind of spread it and press into your pan. Or you can go muffin by muffin, which just takes a little bit longer. So I found this way to be a little bit easier. And again, we wanna turn it off and give it a stir. Now there's something else you can do too. This would make a good bath bomb recipe, but you have to omit the menthol. Take out the menthol, and then you can maybe add SLSA, coconut powder, whatever you like as your lathering agent instead of the menthol. You might have to add a few more sprays of alcohol if you want, but okay. Nice and beautiful. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my goodness. That margarita lime from Nature's Garden. It's been a popular scent. I use it in lotion, body wash, soap. People are really liking it a lot. Since I think I'm done with that, we're gonna move some stuff here so you can see what we're doing. Do you guys ever get your KitchenAid stuck a little bit? I just want to make sure it's in there sturdy, doesn't go flying off when I'm mixing it. Okay, so I'm going to lower you guys a little bit so you can see what's going on. There, that's good. At this point, you don't really need to see me. But what I do with, whether it's a bath bomb or a steamer, you do the test, right? You want to make sure it's going to be solid when you drop it. And it is. You see that? So what I do is I get it all around. Isn't that a pretty color? That's just from mixing the yellow and the blue. And then what I do, if you can see this, I'll start down here, I press. You want it to be firm. That's the key when you're making bath bombs. If your bath bombs are failing, if your steamers are failing, you got to make sure you get them in here firm. I used to work at a company in New Jersey, a chocolate company, and they did different classes. So I taught soap and bath bombs. So that was always fun. I can feel my nose starting to run a little bit, just a little bit from the menthol, which is a good thing. That almost looks like a margarita, huh? Now what I do is once I get this all cleaned up a little bit, I feel it helps save time, but then I go and I top them off with a spoonful. So I hope this helps some of you guys. If you make steamers from this recipe, go ahead and share it on the group, Artisan Soapers and Crafters. Invite your friends to come too if they're trying to make steamers and they're not quite working, because hey, it's all about helping each other sometimes to have a little success, and you're not wasting all that money trying to formulate over and over and having failed batches. But again, see, that's the technique with this, that you want to fill them full and then press. So then what I do put a spoon by spoon at the top and press. And again, this is a double batch, so I'm trying to remember, it should make maybe 48. Don't hold me to that though. I can't remember what I've been making, a single batch or a double, but I think I usually do double it. And what I should have done is, since these have to sit overnight, you won't be able to see them finished, but I might go quickly grab some of the ones I finished before, so you don't have to sit and watch this process with me, because it'll take a little bit of time, right? No right or wrong way to fill these. If you have a better way, share it. It just can get a little tedious. And again, I'm pressing down on top too, because if it's in there firm, it's going to get nice and hard. The same for bath bombs. If you're doing like a circle, you'll want to do half of the circle like this, the other half of the circle like this, and then leave a mound on top and then put them together. And then you'll have beautiful bath bombs. Let me go get a couple to show you that are done already. Okay, sorry about that. It happens though, right? So this one I made is grapefruit mango. It really smells nice. It's a top seller. This is lavender. Spearmint eucalyptus. Color's kind of close, so I'll have to keep them separate when I'm storing them. And then of course this is going to be the margarita lime. So I hope that helps you guys. Be sure and like the video and subscribe. And I'm going to try my best to keep putting up a lot of helpful videos for you guys that will help you along your way. Have a great one. Thanks.